Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Empowering Minds Mental Health Podcast. Today, I am joined by Miss Donna Vaughan and Melisha Boyd, the founders of Three Mentorship Program, a new initiative focused on mental health, enrichment, and guiding individuals towards growth, confidence, and stability. Their vision is rooted in community, empowerment, and meeting people where they are. And I'm excited to learn more about the heart behind their program and the impact they hope to make. So thank you all for both coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Right, welcome. All right, so look, we're just gonna jump right into it. This is just us talking, just gonna flow with it. So, what inspired the creation of Three Mentorship Program?
I let my mom answer that because hers go back years, and then I'm
Gotcha.
gonna jump in too.
Okay.
Okay, I think well, first it started in the heart before it became the vision which you see today that's going to grow even bigger. But I've always had a heart for helping people, even when I was a little child, running around getting in trouble. I just always have loved helping people, and I would take water with me and put it in the cool and just pass it out to people on the streets. But it's just always been inside of me. My mom was a person that just loved helping people and giving. But I recall a time that I had until this day, Jan, I couldn't find that book. If you told me I give you $1 million if you find that book. But it was in a composition, black and white composition book where I wrote down I want to give people coats. I want to give them some things for the summer to help keep them cool and give them water. And I want to have a program where I can get them free dental care. I said I one day want to have a truck so that we can get them medical help and
Mm-hmm.
so it was birthed in me even when I was a little child, but even the more and during my 30s, that's when it really, you know, I think blossomed, not to the point of where it is right now, but just to help them with water and sometimes give them a little money if I could, or,
Mm-hmm.
I had to be led of God to do that, but that's how it started.
Okay.
And fast forward to today, you heard Mom say she was in her 30s when she began to write her vision,
Mm-hmm.
and so this has been like I initially said 20 something years in the making, but it's been over 35 years that she wrote this vision out. And fast forward to today, a couple of years ago when I was in Georgia, I wrote out some things, and that's when Mom shared with me her vision after we received, word that we were going to do work together in this vein. And so I sought the Lord about it, and I came up with Three Mental Health and Enrichment Program, which is three is what we call my grandson. And so I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to leave a legacy for him. And so I named it Three, actually with the number three, HREE,
Mm-hmm.
mental health and enrichment. And then we um, began to talk about doing mentorship for children. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how Three Mentorship um, got started.
Okay, so were you gonna say something else, Miss Donna?
No, I just say, mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. So with that being said, what needs in the community are you hoping to address with your new program?
So with this new program, my mom worked in the school system for a number of years. She retired from the school system, and so
Mm-hmm.
we saw the need for children, especially. I remember years ago we would call kids like latchkey kids if we went
Mm-hmm.
home and our parents were, at work. And then fresh out of grad school, my first job was doing mental health therapy in the school system.
Mm-hmm.
And so I began to see the great need of children, especially those who were latchkey children who would go home and probably get in dad's liquor cabinet or get into drugs or alcohol and different things like that. And so we wanted to create a safe space for children to be able to gather, to come have a place where if mom and dad are at work or doing different things like that, they have a place where they can come talk about anything,
Mm-hmm.
mental health wise, if they want to sit and have tutoring, if they just want somebody to love on them, while their parents are at work, this is what we created this space for. And
Gotcha.
so, yeah, it's just we just saw the need to be able to help children stay out of the street, really,
Yes.
and finding love in places that they shouldn't. So,
Mm-hmm.
we want to love on them and make sure they have a safe place to be able to talk about anything they want to.
Gotcha. And now that you said that, how does mentorship support mental and emotional well-being? You touched on it just a little bit, but if you can just elaborate a little bit more.
Well, for us, mentorship, and when I began to think about what mentorship really meant, like, um, I take it back old school.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it was my mom years ago. I would think about the things that she would do. We grew up in the projects, my siblings and I. And my mom, during the summertime, she would have relay races. Like we would get out in the back of the apartment complex, and she would have
Mm-hmm.
us racing and doing little different things with all of the kids, and it just kept us, close. She
Mm-hmm.
was able to keep an eye on us, inadvertently, because you know back then as teens and a little bit younger, we didn't want our parents hovering over us, but she
That's
made it
right.
fun, you know. And so for us, mentorship, what that looks like for us is we'll be able to create that space for kids to come just be, just be themselves. Like we were able to be ourselves with my mom. We were able to run relay races. She didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
lot, but she gave us our little snacks and stuff when we won our um mentor, and then we found it easy to be able to um, talk to her. Now, for me, as her daughter, I didn't find it real easy to tell her my secrets, but I noticed my friends did, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so that tied into their mental health, where they were able to, when they weren't able to talk to their parents, they were
Mm-hmm.
able to have that outlet. And so it just, for me, created a stress free environment with my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and it cut down on the anxiety and depression, because we were in the project, so we didn't have a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but we had that space where we can, my friends especially had that space where they can come and just be.
Okay. Now, what ages do you all plan to serve?
Mom, you want this one?
Um, you I think don't quote me on it, but I know it goes up to 15 years old. So kind of fill in the blanks, Melissa, where I'm what part that I missed. I'm sorry, Jan, from what age to, but I know it's up to 15 years old. So
Mm-hmm.
fill in that portion, Melissa.
So we're going to do age 5 to 15. We
Okay.
wanted to reach those who were younger, because like I said, working in the school system, excuse me, we see a lot of kids as young
Mm-hmm.
as preschool dealing with things that they don't know how to put words to. And so
Yes.
we wanted to address the elementary age up to the middle school age and a little bit of high school. For now, that's the capacity that we have. Um, and especially the middle school children, because that's when they're learning to find themselves, trying to figure out who
Yeah.
and what they want to be. Um, but then we find that it gets younger and younger,
Mm-hmm.
so we
Hmm.
want to address that age group 5 to 15.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I have found it easy to, you got to stay in your lane. And by what I mean by that is Melissa's, she deal with all the children, and not that I can't because I even drove bus the high schoolers, the bus for high schoolers,
Mm-hmm.
the children that lived on base, and that was around 2002, something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I have throughout the years of working in the public schools, I've my onion was more of the elementary school children
Mm-hmm.
and children with learning disabilities. So I worked a number of years with the children with learning disabilities, but I prefer the younger children. So I think that'll be more of a benefit to me to work with the children that's from like 5 on up to about probably about second grade or so. Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I guess what you call early intervention. You start when
Mm-hmm.
they're
Mhm.
young. Mm-hmm. So let me ask y'all, how can the community get involved or support your mission? If you want to share your Cash App, your contact information, if you'll please share all of that.
Absolutely. So I am, and my mom also, we're on Facebook. Um, Hers is Donna Elaine Vaughan on Facebook. You can message her, or you can message me, Melisha, Melisha Boyd,
Okay.
on Facebook. We also have our business Cash App, which is again on the dollar sign number three, HREE, capital M, capital H. And so we are accepting, donations because we're doing this out of pocket,
Mm-hmm.
because of the vision that we have, and we want to go ahead and get this together. This has been, like I said, years in the making. But then when we started really honing in on it, it's been 5 years since we got the go ahead to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and just trying to find funding. And so we just said, you know what? Don't despise the days of small beginnings. We're gonna do it out of pocket until we get grants or donations.
That's right.
Mhm.
And I forgot to ask you all, where's your location?
So it will be on Ash Street. We're possibly gonna change locations, but right now, let me give you the direct. Sorry, Jen. I
That's
thought I
okay.
had it. I thought I had it with me. I
No
think it's
problem.
'cause I got to find the building.
Mhm.
Um, so it's 906 East Ash Street in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
All right. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you all. I don't know if you want to leave any resonating thoughts, but I do want to thank both of you all for coming on to the podcast today and just listening to you all. I love this because this brings back a sense of community. I remember growing up going
That's
to
right.
a community center where somebody else's mom could correct me, and that was just that, and it helped to just nurture me. And so I wish you all blessings over this, and I will do what I can to send a financial seed to you all as you bless the community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll start. We'll open our doors to start on this coming Monday, the 9th. So we're gonna do every other Monday. We're gonna start at 6 o'clock, and we're excited about it. So thank you all for your liberal giving. Thank you, even if you're just praying for us. Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
and Jan, I'm also inspired. I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm inspired by a movie. I cannot remember the movie name, but I think it was Kevin Costner that was in the movie. So don't quote me on the actor or not. But I remember a quote that he said, if we build it, they will come." And
Hmm.
I can reference that to, the scripture where it says, "The vision is yet for an appointed time, and though it tarries, wait for it." So, we can't get discouraged. Like my daughter quoted a few minutes ago, that don't despise the days of small beginnings.
That's right.
That's right. Don't despise, So what he was saying is, in a sense, don't despise the days of small beginnings, because if you build it, and if the Lord put the vision in you, run with it.
Yes.
That's right. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I have. I will be in contact with you all soon so you can share this um, on your personal pages, and I'll make sure to share it on mine as well.
All
Okay.
right. Thank
All
Thank
right.
you.
you.
Y'all take care. Have a
All
good
right.
You
one.
too.
All
Bye
Bye
right.
bye.
bye.